This is a good place to get rid of your rocket launcher in case you don't need it. Because, you know, you're a person who's very conscious about not blowing up warheads inside a bunker. Or you know, a weather base. A weather outpost. Whatever the fuck we wanna call it. If I believe, you can actually blow up these pillars and nothing of interest will happen. It'll just look very nice. Let's see what happens. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different area. I know in one of the levels you can blow up pillars. Okay, maybe not here. In another similar location, you'll be able to blow up pillars. Who the fuck? Oh, you weren't there before. But yeah, in another level that's upcoming, we'll be able to blow up some pillars which will make some rocks fall down from the ceiling. But that's about it. And I think you can safely fall into this water, because the level 1's water was boiling. That's why it was hurting us every time we touched it. However, if we jump into the safer non-boiling water, we should be fine. I think. I mean, I'd suggest not to try your luck anyway, because it's kind of evil. But as long as the water isn't boiling, you should be fine. Now, what makes water evil? Well, whatever you're carrying in your hands, you will drop it without any way of recovering it. So let's say you're carrying a rifle with 99 ammo and you fall into water. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna lose all of that rifle ammo and the rifle. Obviously. Because I mean, you lost the ammo, you're gonna lose the rifle too, but you know what I mean. You're gonna end up with a lot of damages. So don't fall in the water. I don't really understand what the point of water in this game is, because there's never a case where you have to swim. So what gives? Why is there even any water in this game if you never have to do anything in it? It feels like it's just there to be a trap. Which I suppose is okay, adds a little challenge or something of the sort, but is it really necessary? If you're not gonna use water for anything, we might as well not have it. Right, I believe we're getting close to where we need to be. This looks familiar. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the shield mainframe that they're supposed to deal with. What's going on down here? Oh, that looks very familiar. Bloop bloop, clickly clack, bag of bones, bitch, you say? Sounds interesting to me. What do these monitors have to say? Coolant system. CPU coolant system override. Coolant system. Psychoborg, level 7A. Okay. None of this really matters. What you need to do is chuck a grenade. That is very satisfying. I don't know about you, but I just like seeing masses of computers just catch on fire in this game. It's so satisfying to look at. Especially when it has that low quality explosion sound. Oh, and here goes the coolant / shielding module. And there goes the CPU. You don't have to do anything with it, you just... Ow! Have to escape the explosion. Fuck. I'm not gonna reload the save file for this one. It doesn't really matter. Wow, look at that. This baton is actually powerful as shit. It's kind of like the katana, only weaker. Why the hell is this thing more powerful than an axe? That makes no goddamn sense. Look at that damage. 3 hits and he's... Ow. Dead. Meanwhile, the axe would have to do like 4 or 5 hits, depending on the enemy you're dealing with. It's kinda inconsistent. You'd think an axe would be more powerful than that. Just like the katana is really fucking powerful because it's a katana. You'd think an axe would be equally as powerful, but apparently not. Apparently it just doesn't really care. Well, okay. That's fine. I believe this is also the level where we find a very fun boss fight. Fun in that, in the sense that you don't even need to fight it properly. Just wait till you see that guy. He is, well, he is special. Before we do continue, however, I did make a save state here just in case we start getting some really bad luck. Okay, that should be good enough. I'm not gonna wait for that shit. Oh wait, I do have to wait till it blows it up. Okay, now you make a run for it. I suggest just hopping, because hopping is actually faster than running for some reason. Okay, it's exploding. And oh, you saw that? It was... What the fuck, Hawk Manson? I told you to jump backwards. Why the fuck you didn't jump backwards? You son of a bitch. You wanna jump backwards? Well, I wanna walk forwards. Fuck you, Hawk Manson. Dumb son of a bitch. Do as you're told. Okay, this is where the boss fight is at, actually. Here's the thing. If you don't move, something fun is likely to happen. Don't push anything. Okay, let's see. Let's see if he's retarded. Yep. Look at that. If you don't move at all, you will slide down to the magic spot where the boss is completely unable to do anything to you. To just stay in this magic spot, make sure to, well, use aiming mode whenever you touch your D-pad. Okay, but here is the boss, and you're just thrown in here without any idea what you're supposed to do. And basically the idea is to shoot him in the head, because that is his weak spot. You can shoot him in the body as well, but unless you got infinite ammo, that's gonna take a very long time, and it's most likely not going to work. So I suggest not to bother with that shit. Okay, I'm still safe, it seems. The idea is to shoot the panels with the green lights. When have meat drop from this chute, distract this guy. While he's eating, you shoot him in the head, and repeat that until you win. There are easier ways to win, however, like I said. Just like that. What the fuck, man?
I got company. Where the hell is my extraction team? What the... Looks like I'm taking a...
No, the warheads! What are you doing? Man, what the fuck? Those warheads suck! We didn't explode at all. Like, not nearly as badly as the ones kept in the fucking base. Hold on a moment, actually, now that I think about it. Why the hell does a weather outpost have warheads? What fucking weather outpost keeps warheads on it? You could say the Cracker Snatcher Company moved them in as a safety precaution, but let's be honest here. Who the hell is going to move around warheads that big just to keep a weather outpost safe. No, there's something fishy about that. But anyway, that was a boss fight. Wasn't that great? So nicely designed. Here's the thing, however. If you do manage to kill it the legit way, you still have to clip through the fence. So, it doesn't even matter how you approach this. The exit is always open. I'm not sure if this glitch is persistent in the Dreamcast version, because apparently there's a Dreamcast version for this. Now I remember. But on the PlayStation 1, yup, pretty much always existed. I haven't had a case where it wasn't there. Huh, but that was an amazing boss fight. Didn't even lose a single HP. You wish you were me. Let's get started with the next mission then. We are now in the Indian Ocean. Is that a castle?
Looks uninhabited. Ideal place for Nakamichi to hide out.
Looks uninhabited. Oh look, a random Incan fucking what? What do you mean uninhabited? Dumb bastard. Anyway, welcome to the Jungle Temple, located in Ojai Atoll, in the Indian Ocean. The target here is the Skyfunder satellite weapon. Cracker Snatcher are launching the Skyfunder satellite in 2 hours from the remote island base. This looks like an attempt to control international space trade, and the satellite must not be allowed to launch. Locate the launch center control room and destroy the guidance systems. Erase key personnel. Oh, that's so nice of you to change up the same old fucking wording of eliminate all resistance. Well, I can save you the trouble, guys. We have to kill everyone anyway, because everyone wants us dead. So it's not like we have much of a choice in the matter. But this is the level I mentioned, where we'll be able to destroy some objects, which we couldn't before. The Jungle Temple. And this does have a boss fight that actually fights back. So we won't be able to glitch out of this one. At least I don't know any glitches that are available for this thing, so we'll just have to deal with it. Not that it's a particularly difficult boss fight, but I think it just drags out a little longer than it needs to. Oh, and by the way, the Jungle Temple has a lava pit right at the entrance. What the fuck is this doing here? And why did nobody cover this up? This is a giant security risk. Personnel could just walk in here without even noticing anything. It's so deep, you can barely see the fucking fire coming off of it. You'll definitely want some strong guns before the fight, so I suggest you try and save all of your ammunition instead of spending it on anything. This looks suspicious. I don't want to stand on that. Something tells me that it's gonna fall out underneath my feet. Oh, never mind, it's an elevator. Shit. So what the hell are Cracker Snatchers doing in an abandoned Incan temple? Well, your guess is as good as mine, I guess. But here's my thing, though. It says that they're in the Indian Ocean. Now, if you remember correctly from your geography classes, you'll note that Incans lived in South America. So, what the hell are their structures doing in the Indian Ocean islands? How the hell did he even get here? If this is supposed to be the Incan temple. And if it's not, then why the fuck did they build another one? Like, why did the Nakamichis build an artificial Incan temple? Did they not think that anyone would find this suspicious? Oh, look at that. An undiscovered Incan temple in the middle of the Indian Ocean Islands. The place where Incans were never seen. This isn't suspicious at all. Let us not warn anyone. Like, what the fuck are you thinking, guys? You're supposed to be evil? You're more retarded than evil. Come on, guys. Gotta try a little harder than that. Unless, of course, Nakamichi has never... Well, let's assume that the boss of his company is Mr. Nakamichi, because who the fuck even knows what his name is? Yeah, I guess Mr. Nakamichi just doesn't know his fucking geography at all. No one would ever suspect the Incan temple here. But sir, this is the Indian Ocean. So what? The oceans are all the same anyway. But it's nowhere close to where the Incans... Did you assume that I stuttered, you little shit? I can imagine the conversation going pretty much like that when they were designing this place. And even then it's hardly Incan. Most of the fucking architecture doesn't seem to match a whole lot. Oh, looks like we'll be going through there later. I kinda know, this doesn't look very Incan to me. It's about as Incan as it can get. Oh shit! We have a turret on our hands. Hey, would you stop doing that? Oh, and we also have some new enemies. I've not an idea what to call them actually. They're just random aboriginal women with swords of some odd sort. Like I don't even know what kind of a sword that's supposed to be. It looks like a bow, but it's a sword. I can assure you of that. Oh yeah, and these are the pillars that you can break to make rocks fall from the ceiling. Not particularly useful to do anything with them actually, because as far as I know, enemies will not be dumb enough to fall for it. And you're not gonna be dumb enough to walk into it. The rocks will not fall unless somebody breaks the pillar. And most of the time it will be you who's gonna be breaking the pillar. Oh, and this is the boss fight, by the way. So let's have at it. Who could the boss be?
A curse is cast on those who trespass here. You are without hope.
Fucking what? What is this? Dark Souls, the PS1 edition all of a sudden? Why are we fighting chosen undead? So basically there's some ancient gypsy curse thrown at us for trespassing. And the idea now is to simply, well, beat the living daylights out of this motherfucker. And this zombie skeleton mummy army. He'll summon these every now and then, but well, as you can see, they're not particularly dangerous. I had a lot more ammo than I got here the first time around. So he's gonna have an easier time dealing with me, I guess. One thing to keep in mind is that he doesn't have a lot of attacks. He'll do the summoning thing which she did just now. And well, other than that, he'll just shoot fire out of his axe scepter thing. Try not to get hit by the fire because it lasts for fucking ever and it hurts. So then the question is, what the fuck do I do to kill this guy? Because he doesn't seem to get staggered. Well, the best idea would be to attack him whenever he's spraying fire. Get behind him, kick his ass up, and well, you should be fine. Hopefully. Under ideal circumstances, you would have a lot more ammo to use. For fuck's sake, I wanted to jump backwards, but the fucking game fucked me over. That's what it did. Wait a minute. The fucking skeleton hit me before and it was barely noticeable. Now he hits me and it takes out all of my health? Man. Talk about inconsistencies.
A curse is cast on those who trespass here. You are without hope.
Great, so you don't even get to restart properly. You don't get to restart from a little bit back with proper guns. All you have is a dingy ass knife and some grenades. Which is not gonna help a lot, I can assure you of that. Because this guy has a fuckload of HP. It's best to attack him whenever he's doing various animations, because he won't be able to defend himself. Unfortunately for this boss fight, you don't get to see the enemy's health bar, so it's as good of a guess as any what exactly hurts him and what doesn't. All I know is that you have to keep wailing on him, because that's the only way to beat his ass up. Other than that, it's a pretty cool boss fight, I gotta say. Bringing in a little bit of supernatural. Which makes me wonder why the hell this isn't a Tomb Raider themed fighting force beat 'em up kind of a thingamajigger. Why not just have something like that, like I mentioned the last fucking time I ranted about this shit. No, instead it's trying to be serious. This guy cannot be staggered by any of your attacks, so don't bother with that horse shit. Just take your pot shots whenever you can and then back away, cause he can stagger your ass like it's nothing special. He has the poise and you do not. Just do your fucking flame attack already. He's not very good with aiming, as you can see. If you catch him doing the animation and just go behind him, he's gonna have a very hard time doing anything about it. Damn, even the skeleton can throw you around. I wish I had some weapons. You know what, let's just use up this fucking knife. Look at how much HP that fucker did. Why the hell are they doing so much HP? They're just a bunch of bones. I hate when they do this kind of shit. No other enemy does this kind of amount of damage either. So that's already a pain in the ass in its own right. So why the hell are they allowed to do so much damage for no fucking reason? Oh, and this time around? No, that's fine. I'll let you live. But if I get hit again by a skeleton, that's gonna be it. I'll have to restart the damn fight, and I sure as shit don't want to do that. Why the hell am I supposed to fight skeletons anyway? And then he just dies and drops a fucking... Where did you get the keycards, you son of a bitch?